Welcome, everyone, to your weekly dose of Truth Tarot. Let's see what's going on for this lovely September week. So, we're going to put out the cards and see randomly what's up for us. So, we've got the Eight of Cups, and that's a little bit of a dreary looking card. And we've got the Four of Wands, which kind of turns things around. And we've got the Eight of Wands. All right. So, the first thing we can look at is that basically whatever like wetness, that can be sadness, that can be grief, that can be even inflammation or the weather that has been hanging around and kind of looking at the world, whether we're looking at the world or that the world itself has been, if you did a weather report, this would say, okay, where things are going to dry up. When you look at us as human beings, it's that whiny, self-indulgent nature that we can have where we look at the world around us and we become very teary-eyed. This is really that kind of child self that is not childlike but childish and looks at the world there. And this is notwithstanding those aspects in life where there are actually difficult things. In this particular case, the eight almost tells us that we've reached the pinnacle of how much we can be self-indulgent in our own misery, in our own lack of understanding of ourselves. So, I can go from any extreme to look at this. I mean, we've all gone through terrible moments in life, and this could mean, okay, so it's been terrible. But sometimes we just have to begin to, it could be one, look at life with gratitude. I find often that self-pity and, oh, woe is me type attitude is counteracted by the practice of gratitude. So we can have this sense of everything's so horrible and poor me because we're not looking at the things that we actually have. The next way to look at this is maybe it's time to begin the healing process and find different creative ways to bring some of the joy back. Now, someone could say, but I'm, in a terrible, unhealthy position. As some of you might know, I was in a terrible, unhealthy position, but I tried to find the very things that would bring some joy back into my life. One of the things that did was to do tarot readings, to do work to help others when I was in the worst position that I had been in my entire life. And then, healing came you finally find the wherewithal to say, okay, what are the aspects that I can use to get myself out of something. Now, that's really important because we've got two eights here. Eights for, the way I have always looked at these cards is it's really the fulmination of a cycle. So it's not the end point, nor is it the transition point, but it is where a cycle in our lives comes to a point where there's nowhere else to go. The next step will be I must complete things. This reading is saying, well, this week, whatever we've been doing up to now that is not getting anywhere, is not moving anywhere, is not uh, making any changes. Well, we're about to go through the ending. Okay, so I don't know what week that'll come up, but it looks like it's coming pretty close. We know we're in September, so that is a 9, which means could be by the end of September, or the season is going to change in September as well. So all of that can be, a bit on the nose with this reading. That maybe in a week or so, we're going to start to see those changes, even if it's ill health, even if it's a difficult situation, even if it's lack of money, even if it's depression, because these cards really look more like I'm a little bit depressed or I'm a little bit sad about things. That kind of stuff looks like it's ready to find its creative, uh, not resolution exactly, but something that creative can get us started to go into a place of, oh, okay, things are going to change. But just be a little bit patient, because we're not quite at the transition point of September. And even if, I mean, fall or spring to, um, actually summer to spring, or fall. Uh, and it's going to be, oh my God, sometimes it's so confusing to say. So in the northern hemisphere, it's going to be summer to fall. In the southern hemisphere, it's going to be winter to spring. So there's that whole transitory period that could take some time, but we're definitely seasonal animals. We work with the planets as well. I think there's also there's a planet that's been in retrograde that's going to go on till October. I think it's Jupiter. And Jupiter is a lot of self reflection. So these cards are also indicating. So there are a lot of things with the cards and the season and the month of the year and the planets that are definitely going into transition. So that's kind of fun. All right, let's see what happens. It should be a cool week. Have a good one. Be well. Bye.